You can stand out. If you send a video pitch, you can cut through the noise. If you have hundreds of applications, no experience to compete against, if you have no experience and there's hundreds of applications, you can still stand out. That's what I did. I mean, I pitched this one company, and this was March 2020. So again, it happened right when the world blew up. But I put a lot of hours into this pitch, and I made custom projects for them. This was a company I was really excited about their value system, and they were looking for a BDR person, and they were specifically asking for someone with multiple years experience. And I still was able to cut through the noise. I made a 3-minute video for them addressing, their team and their CEO by name and telling them why I love their values. And then I created projects for them. And that cut, there was like 1,400 applications for that. And I got an interview. And it might have gone further, but they were freezing their hiring. And the point is that you can cut through the noise if you send this video pitch, I'm telling you. And the way to do that is just you can skip the job application. You can find the hiring manager's email address. Use websites like hunter.io, snov.io, neverbounce.com. These are sites where you can check and verify email addresses, and you just find that person, or you can send it to more than one person. You find the decision maker that makes the most sense to email it to. Maybe you're going for a marketing role, send it to the head of marketing. If it's a small company, send it right to the CEO. And you can just email them and say, hey, I made this for you. And in the video itself, you want to, first of all, let me take a step back. And that people hearing this, they might think this is this huge undertaking, and it's this huge, effortful, hours-long project to do something in this creative, customized way. And that's at first what I thought when I first started. But actually, if you can just take a deep breath and realize that you don't need to put as much effort in as you realize, just shoot a 30-second video. Like you want to do quality work, but if you shoot a 30-second, 60-second video and you email it to the hiring manager, it's very likely you're going to get a response back at the very least. And you don't want to get stuck in perfectionism. You don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis and all this resistance. This is the biggest thing. That's why we started this newsletter that I'm running now, is helping people with the mindset. Because the mindset is the biggest thing. Mindset of creativity, doing something bold, different to cut through the noise. That can feel a little bit vulnerable, but the more you can just kind of let go and lean into that, then the better chance you're going to stand out. So you look into the camera, you say, hey, Acme Incorporated, I love your mission to blah, blah, blah. Like, what is it that you love about them? Just start talking about them, why you love them. And all of a sudden they're going to be like, whoa, this person loves us. It's like they get all these boring resumes, and it's like, if you just send an email to the person's inbox and it's like, hey, I made this for you. And you send a video and it's humanized because you smile and you show them, and that's huge. And then in terms of the soft skill thing and not having enough confidence in your skills if you're making a career change. First of all, if you're a teacher, like, I'd love to talk to you. You're in my wheelhouse. Like, I get that if especially if you're looking to make a change out of that system, I empathize with that a lot. And you have a lot of soft skills. You are some of the most organized people on the planet. If you're working in that system, and you have planning skills, you have communication skills, you have empathy skills. The key, no matter what industry you're in though, and no matter what industry you're pivoting out of, it just takes a couple minutes and just reflect on what skills you built up. And now realizing you can transfer those skills and you can pitch yourself based on those skills. If you've been bagging groceries, well, you're consistent because you show up. There's a long line of people coming in and they want someone to bag the groceries, and you show up every single time and you bag those groceries, and you have a sense of work ethic and consistency. And you could literally tell that story and pitch yourself for a sales role. So I'm going to take that same consistency. I'm going to make awesome cold calls because I have that endurance and consistency. Boom. You just connected the dots for them. That's showing that you have thinking skills, by the way. Like there's so much that you can, you don't need like all this experience. You just need to be bold, really. I mean, yeah, there's some hard skills you can develop, and we can talk about building hard skills and building portfolio, but the bar is low. Most people aren't doing this. So if you do it, you're probably going to get an interview.